Everyone, it's your boy Ricky here for Honeybee Stamps. I hope you're doing well today. You guys, we're about to have a new release coming out probably in the next week or two. I'm super excited because I've seen some of it and I think you're really going to love it. But today we're going to be using some products from the latest release from the Celebrate birthday release. We're going to have some fun with it today. Before we get started, just a few things. First, subscribe to this channel. Secondly, click that notification bell so that you know a new video is coming out. Third, leave some comments down below. We love a little chit chat. And fourth, share the love. If you know someone that might like this video or this channel, go ahead and send it out to them. All right, so without further ado, let's get down to the desk to see what we're going to be using today. All right, we are going to be using the Honeybee Stamp shaker card or shaker pockets today. We are also going to be using the big birthday die set, some black and white cardstock. We're going to be using the Celebrate background stamp set here. We're going to be using some random sequins that I have in my stash, and we're also going to be using some Distress Oxide inks as well. So let me go ahead and get the desk cleared and we'll get started on the first step. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp out the background stamp. We are going to be using a technique. It's like an ink resist technique. So we're going to go ahead and get this stamped out. All I'm going to do is use some clear sticky ink here, you know, from Honeybee Stamps, of course. And then we're just going to go ahead and get this stamped out. Okay, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to take this off and we're going to cover this with white embossing powder. We're going to take this off just by bending it. This is super sticky. You kind of need one of these when you're using a background stamp because you can't really use a magnet to hold that paper. So let's set this to the side. And then let's go ahead and get the embossing powder on here. And this is going to be hard for you guys to see because, you know, everything is white. But we're just going to pour this on and then shake it off. And then we'll heat emboss it so that we can get the white powder melted. And then what will happen is when we start doing the ink blending, you'll see the white words or the white part of the stamp showing through the ink. So this looks great. I'm not for sure if you can see it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get this heat embossed and then I'll set up the desk for the next step. Okay, so we have this heat embossed and I have this down on a mat so it's sticky. So now what we're going to do is some ink blending. So the first color we're going to use is Candied Apple. And I think I'm just going to do a diagonal situation here. So I'm just going to start up in the corner and just go like that. And you see how the words appear kind of like magic as we're doing that. All right, so we have the red. Let's do a little more red because we're going to make orange with this by using the yellow, which we're going to use mustard seed. So then we'll take the yellow and then we're going to blend this up into the red. And that makes our orange. The good thing about the rainbow is you don't need every single color because most of the colors, when they blend together, make every other color, which is pretty fun and awesome. All right. So then we will go to the blue prize ribbon, which is also going to make green when we combine it with the yellow, which that looks awesome. And what we'll do is we'll just come in here with the yellow and kind of blend this in. There we go. So that makes the green and the blue. Then we'll come in with Villainous Potion for the purple. or I guess violet is what it would be. And then let's come in with a little more blue just between these two. And then we'll do a little more purple here. And you know what, to finish this off, we are just going to use a little violet, which is, I don't know if it's lighter or darker than Villainous, but oh, it's a little darker. It's okay though. This looks fantastic. All right, so let me go ahead and get the dust cleaned off and we'll go to the next step. Okay, you guys, before we go to the next step, I just wanted to show you this. So a lot of the white is colored or covered by the color. So what we want to do is, I'm just gonna hold on to that. We're just gonna take and wipe away the color from the white part. And you can do this, you might need to add a little water to get it to be super white, which I will probably do. But really all you have to do is wipe it down and it'll get whiter for you. So let me go ahead and get the dust set up for the next step. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to cut these dies out. I'm going to cut the letters out of some silver matte cardstock, and then I'm going to create the shadow with the black cardstock. And I'm going to stack this up through several pieces, so I'll also add some additional white behind this to give it a little dimension. So I'm going to run this through the icon machine, put all this together, and then I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I have placed the happy birthday onto the shadow, and then you can see that it has some dimension. I put it on 3 layers of white cardstock, and then the silver is on those 3 layers. So the next step we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and get the shaker card portion ready. We're basically just going to take this film off here. Maybe I took it off a little bit early so that it would be easier to take off, but apparently there we go. And then how we're going to do this is we're just going to place this down here like that. And then we are going to take the adhesive off of 3 sides and fold that over onto the cardstock. And I need to get my bone folder probably. There we go. It's working. And then we'll take this side off. Go ahead and get, this is a little crooked. There we go. We'll get this folded up. There we go. We'll take this side off. There we go. Okay, so we have 3 sides that have been contained, I guess I should say. And now what we're going to do is just put this crazy amount of sequins in here. There's just all different colors to make it like a rainbow. And I think that looks great. And so then what we'll do is we will take this last piece off. Get that folded over. So now we have the shaker portion, which looks really awesome there. Now what we're going to do is we are going to glue the happy birthday here. You want to make sure you put plenty of glue on this, but not so much it squeezes out the side. And then we're going to set something heavy on this to make sure that it stays where it's supposed to be until it's dry. So I'm going to put my little journal here on top. We're going to let this sit for a few minutes and then we'll be back. Okay, the last step of the card is just gluing it onto the card base and then we'll be done. It's a pretty quick card, you guys. Definitely something you could do, you know, if you needed something really quick. Definitely this is something that you could do. You could also die cut a bunch of these out already, like the sentiments, and already have those done. So that could make it even more simple. All right, so we have that glued down, or we're gonna get it glued down. Just pick this up to make sure that it's nice and even on the card base. And then again, we'll set something heavy on this, but I just wanna show you guys what it looks like once it's all completed. There we go. That is so cute. I love it. It's, just like a little birthday party on the inside of a card. That is so fun. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you click the links down below to check out any of the products that I used. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so that you know a new video is out. Leave some comments down below and share the love. So until next week, you guys have a great day. Bye.